Welcome to PT Weather, everybody. Everyone's asking me to do a quick video on the hurricane, and by everyone, I mean my one friend. So, what the heck? Okay, so here up, I've got ptweather.com, and you can see on the radar the hurricane. I'm going to show you where it's going and potentially how bad it's going to be. So I've already queried the wind speeds, the wind gusts for 6 p.m. today, October 9th. So here's the eye of the hurricane. The models don't quite pick up the strength, the correct strength around the eye wall, but even so, you can still see the winds are very strong. But right now it's category 3, so winds over 115 miles an hour around the eye wall. Where's it going? A lot of people are saying Tampa's going to be in a big trouble. Is it? Well, we can look at that right now. So right now I've got the high-res NAM model and the wind gust showing. Tampa is right here. And so we got the eye over here. I'm going to make the opacity a little bit less, and we can watch this go over time and see where that eye is going to hit. And so we're going an hour at a time. We're at 10 p.m. tonight, and you can see now it's starting to make landfall. And so it looks like it's going to be around Sarasota, just south of Tampa. We can look at the high-res model of the HRRR, and that has us at, a little bit north of that. Still very close to Tampa. There's the northern part of the eye wall around Tampa. But yeah, making landfall just slightly south of that. I won't even bother with the GFS since it's much lower resolution than these guys. But yeah, this area just south of Tampa looks like where the hurricane's going to hit. Now, that being just south is significant. A few miles is big here. And here's the reason why. Let me back up a couple hours. All right. So I'll reduce the opacity. This is Tampa Bay over here, the bay specifically. If the hurricane spin counterclockwise. If this hurricane eye passes just north of Tampa, it's not good. And it could still potentially happen. There's wobbling that can happen. But what happens is that counterclockwise spin is going to push all that water up Tampa Bay if it goes north, which it does not look like it's going to happen. I'll bring back up the hurricane. Instead, we're on the northern part of the eye, Tampa Bay, and this region. So what's going to happen is instead of water being pushed into Tampa Bay, that counterclockwise rotation is going to keep it from the storm surge from completely flooding Tampa Bay. Good news for Tampa Bay, not as good news for Punta Gorda down here. That's still going to be in the southern part of that hurricane, where the counterclockwise spin is going to be pushing the water into the bay. But yeah, looks like it's going to happen. I'll show you a quick range forecast of how much wind and rain they'll get. I've already got it set up over here. So between now and tomorrow around noon, your max wind gusts for this hour are going to look like this. That's the GFS model. Let's go to the NAM. You get a better resolution. All right, and so all that in yellow is around 70 miles per hour. Strongest winds over here, 110. So big wind gusts across Florida. It's a fast mover, though. It's going to go through fast, then out into the ocean. We'll take a look at the HRRR also. Shows much the same thing. And we can look at the precipitation. These are the totals for precipitation of how much rain is going to fall. Let's change that. We're not going to get 100 inches. There we go, 18 inches. All right. So the red up here is 18 inches. Yellows are 9 or 10 inches. So fairly narrow band, but very heavy rains. I'm guessing the NAM will show something very similar. Yep. Pretty similar with the NAM as well. We can change this to a discrete ramp where we can have these colors delineated a little bit better. And yeah, you can see some pretty high rain totals over here, including in the Tampa area. They're going to get a lot of rain. They're going to get a lot of water, but hopefully that eye wall will pass south of them rather than north, and that bay will not flood everything over there. That's my prediction with that. You might be hearing some stories out of Punta Gorda, though. All right, this is Phil Tivell with ptweather.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe.